So with recording, and my idea, Davide, is we should talk a little about some of the projects we've worked on.
Yes.
And some of what we have coming forward. Well, I should start with the introduction because this is a different video from the one we made before. This is Davide Moseli. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not Italian. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Davide is the son of Roberto and Donna, who founded Star 41 years ago.
Yes.
Right here in Asiago in a small house in the middle of town, and now we're in the big factory where Davide also lives with his family. This is my second visit to Asiago,
yes.
and it's really fun to come and see the family and the factory and catch up a little.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. We work together a lot developing things. Davide has done really outstanding work developing the next fluoro-free line that we have focused a lot of our testing around, mostly because it's good from one end of the range to the other, and all the products we find really good success. We know that if we find some product to beat Star, then we have something special. In the meantime, we usually find something special with Star product, and so this is where we've put a lot of energy testing and working together. And also, Davide is really interested in collaboration. He takes feedback and he can turn it into product very quickly. He has great ideas and a really good way of working with the materials. Most people in the wax industry are very focused on their own concepts and ideas, and I think Davide is among the most open I've ever spoken with when it comes to trying something new, try to produce something that maybe doesn't make sense. And in many ways, that's what we have done with this kick wax series that we've talked a lot about in the past. But this was a crazy project where I have sent already a couple of years ago a long document with so much information and formulas about stuff I had tested, and over some time on the telephone and with video conference, compared products, and Davide produced.
I think we can have a book.
Yeah,
of all.
Everything we tried.
Yes.
It's insane. But as a result, we came with these waxes for Old Snow, this beta line that we had really super success with last year. And already, based on only some word of mouth, I think there are some teams in Europe taking some
it
products.
was already tested by World Cup team,
Yeah.
and they were really satisfied.
Yeah.
It's interesting because in the beginning they feel like you are using a stick for Old Snow, but then when they try it, they find some good stuff.
Good result. Yeah. So I think it's something real. We're really working on it. Of course, my idea or hope is to have some of the feeling. And the feeling of this wax is a really rapid kick. The kick force comes up very, very quickly, very snappy, but then it's fast. It releases and glides really fast. But I wanted some of this quality from normal kick wax. Of course, everybody wants this quality, so everyone chases the same goal. We've been talking a lot. We have some history of product that Star has made over the years.
Yes,
so
we made a lot of special product.
Yeah.
Because also team are asking special mixing, or I want this product less kick, I want more hard. So it's continue developing.
Yeah.
And it's very nice to work with people that, like you, can understand what we are doing and helps. Because sometimes you don't think about something, or you don't think can be important, these things, and then at the end it's important. So I'm really happy to make new stuff every year and to continue to work on this. I get bored if I have to produce always the same things. So to work with Zach is nice because he always has funny, sometimes crazy questions or requests. So I try to translate his feelings on product. And with this, probably we find a good cooperation.
Yeah, I think so. So this was this morning. He was up early, much earlier than me.
Yes.
And he has produced 3 versions. This is a violet range wax, which for you is like
middle range.
Yeah, middle range, like blue into violet, something in there. We call it a cold violet maybe, or a warm blue almost. And we have 3 versions that are going in the direction that I have asked for, and I think Davide has understood from what we did with these waxes. And it's changing the characteristics of the wax a little bit, but he has different pathways to make these changes. So what we have are three waxes targeting this same idea in the same temperature range, but using different chemical solutions, different ways to achieve the goal. So this will be very interesting for this winter.
Yes.
We only need snow.
We start with a violet mid-range.
Yep.
Then, of course, when we find the right direction, we can make a blue, a red, or some other product that can complete all the temperature range.
Right.
But the middle range maybe is the most important because from my point of view, I have enough experience to move to colder and to move to warmer with the same characteristic.
And it's how we made this. We started with the middle. We found this one, and then you sent me already samples to work with of these, and they were directly really what we were looking for. This is the original one that I made from other waxes, only a premix. And so I sent it to Davide to compare, and it should be quite like this M21. And sure enough, but he made better color.
It's easier when you start from raw material instead of mixing different colors.
Then you have only mud.
Normally,
this is so ugly.
Yes, normally it comes only to green, brown.
Yeah, that's what it is. My mind is already working about if we have good, and I should say new snow wax.
Yes,
something more for normal hard wax or dry wax conditions. Then how are we going to make special containers for that? Maybe it has to be only white.
Yes.
But then you need white tint. I don't know.
We can have different things, not a problem. Different label.
Yeah, okay. We also have been talking some about klister, and the Star line is used a lot. I don't mind saying I base most of my klister waxing on experience and the product I know really well. Davide understands this, and he has no insistence that I should try to work with his wax, but to understand it, we've been testing more and more with the klister, and I've been doing it completely wrong, as I understand now. And we're talking about the ingredients. This K3 gripper klister is really to bring the kick up very, very rapidly, and I've been using much too much, which is why I come up usually a little slower than I'm looking for, but really strong in the kick. And it's because the ingredient in here has a lot of what he calls glue. Yeah.
Yes.
So glue, who knew it? But glue is part of wax. It has to be, I guess, because the wax has to stick to the ski.
Yes.
Even the glide wax
Yes.
has to have some glue in it to hold it to the ski. The surface doesn't hold wax naturally. And then it has to stick also to the snow. So the glue part of the wax is what brings the kick up really rapidly. In lay person's terms, the way I think about wax, we tend to focus so much on the hardness. Oh, harder wax is less kick than softer wax. But it's not totally directly that way. It's the type of glue that you have.
Yes, there are different type of glue.
Yeah.
Some part of the glue is needed to be have the wax sticking on the ski base, and another part is the more important, which is the contact with snow.
Yeah.
So the harder wax, the softer wax is making difference, but also the kind of glue you are using is making difference.
Yeah.
So you are not using the same glue for klister or for stick, for example.
Right.
And already in klister, you have more than one kind of glue inside.
Yeah. So the klister, we're not looking to change so much the solution, which is really a super simple solution. The base wax is outside. The special klisters are outside. The spring klister is really soft, tacky wax for super wet snow, and we can call that outside. And we have really a multi-minus. Oh, that's a plus. A multi-plus and a multi-minus. These are like universal cold, universal warm. And the intention is to be able to mix them, to blend them, to make really the combination of hardness and glue or strength to kick, and then to bring up the kick using the gripper klister, the K3, which in the line by numbers, it lives in between K2, K3, K4, but this one is really bringing the kick up. And when we think about it that way, this is a very, very simple and robust solution. All klister waxing depends on blending materials on the ski. And this gives you really a lot of control over the way you work with the materials, because it's 3 klisters, 1 for more kick, and 2 to steer the...
Yes, the idea is like a painter,
Yeah.
they need only 3 colors.
Yeah.
Yellow, red, and blue. They can produce all the color you need. And here you have the same idea. With only 3 klister, you can skis in almost all conditions.
Yeah.
So it's much easier, and you can adapt the combination to your kind of skis, to your way of skiing.
Right.
So instead of having 12 tubes and hoping to select the right one, you can select what is on your skis.
Which we do already. We're already using ingredient klisters to mix to make what we want and modifying even after the skis have been tested. I talk with customers all the time about how perfect kick wax comes on the modification, on the adjustment. The athlete tests, and if the athlete is articulate and can explain what they need, then the waxer has something to work with and they can make perfect skis. And this system is really built to work in that way so that you have the tools you need to mix. But of course, Davide can make pre-mixes also. So we have K2 plus K3. So this is the cold multi-minus plus the K3 in 50% mix. And the idea here is you can test the premix against only the multi-minus, and you can understand how much the K3 is bringing the grip up, because this is a 50-50 mix, and if this is too slow, then we know you don't need so much. Yes. And when you mix on the ski, then you mix appropriately. It's a nice system.
This is mostly helping people to understand how much kick, extra kick, can bring this grip flux. In a normal snow condition with a good skis and a good athletes, this is already enough from 0 to -6.
Yeah.
And this is already enough from 0 to +6.
But when you can have more kick, everybody will want more kick. But what about more speed? This is what we're talking about now. Some new product that Davide has this idea to bring more speed into the wax. In the past, and he's had a lot of success, he has these special klisters, and these have floral material inside.
Yes. Small quantity of floral material, yes.
But a small quantity can make a big difference, and these are used a lot in racing when it is still floral legal. But of course, we're not even testing floral material in the United States. So these, although we have used them in the past, they're not in the
no
mix
more
for us anymore.
In US.
Right, but we have some ideas about other ways to make faster versions of these. And then, when we have that, then we can adjust these in 2 directions. We can make them faster, or we can start faster and bring the grip up. Then we really have total control. And we don't have to only start from a baseline and add more kick.
This line is already kicking quite a lot.
Yeah.
So it's good because you feel you can kick really. Extra grip is necessary in special condition or for those who really need it. And the idea is to have these 2 products faster.
Yeah.
So if you really need grip, you can adjust again only with this. So with 3 products, and if we add this new idea, we try to develop during this weekend together with the bike ride.
Yeah, the good bike ride, yeah.
So not only work, to be honest. The idea is to make faster klister, so then if you need extra grip, you can use simply 1 product to have extra grip.
Yeah. Okay, we need to talk a little about the brushes also.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So
you can see for the first time.
Yeah, we have already for a couple of years been working with Davide on the development of this fleece, and the reason for this is he has made this 70 millimeter system. I think still the only one in the world who has adopted this.
I think yes.
Which seems insane because it's so convenient to have the standard 140 millimeter 10 millimeter hex shaft, and be able to form your own combination brush with any brushes in the catalog. It's really convenient and super easy to use. And the only problem is that as we work more and more with floral-free material, we're working with brushes in a little different way. The floral-free waxing and the glide side, I feel, and I think Davide has confirmed my feeling, that the application is critical in maintaining the film thickness in an intentional way, and layering it in an intentional way is critical. We need mechanical tools that don't destroy this layering. They have to have some delicacy, but they also have to do some work. And so, of course, someone who really understands the end product and the desire can use mostly not ideal tools, but we want to build a margin of safety in so that customers waxers, teams that don't have already perfect sense for the feeling of the product on the ski can work with confidence. And so we have developed a couple of brushes that, because I'm very picky and very demanding, are between the other brushes that Davide has made. And so we can start with this this gold nylon. It's not.
Yes.
It's actually kind of orange. Right?
Yes, to be honest, it's more
it's
orange.
not. There's no actual gold.
No.
It's not real gold.
No.
Only plastic nylon.
I can say yes.
But it's a very specific brush diameter and bristle length. We tested
Many,
a bunch.
many,
Yeah,
yes.
many. And already after Davide tested, he sent me a selection of the successful ones, and I was testing all of those last spring, and we really landed on this as a good solution. It's more aggressive with a thicker diameter bristle than the white nylon that we've used a lot for polishing. It's very, very good and remains in our wax box. We will continue to use it, but this is for more film management, to reduce the film in a mild way and to be able to polish melted paraffins after scraping and brushing, but also to work for cold applications of liquids and the fleece applied block waxes as required. So we bring the film thickness down without destroying it, and it's safe at different rotation speeds and different amounts of pressure. Some people push a little too hard, but this one is quite safe, and it's gold.
We work a lot on selecting the kind of nylon, diameter of the fillet, and the length of each brush.
Yeah.
So this was the big part of the work.
And the work you've done previously also resulted in the spacing and the pattern,
Yes.
which is very, very important. If there's more space, in some ways the brush is more aggressive because it's almost like the grinding stones, it changes everything.
It seems a stupid things, but there are so much parameter.
Yeah.
And if you change only one, everything changes on the feeling on the skis.
Yeah. So this is good. This one, it was going to be pink.
Yes.
We requested to have a pink brush.
It was not possible this year. Raw material is kind of a problem for every company.
Yeah.
So when I requested the pink one, the quantity required was so big that we can have brush for every
1
skier
million
in the
brushes.
world.
No, so it's gold. We make do with gold.
Yes, it's gold.
It's a good story. Gold is good.
You can make it pay a lot because it's gold.
Yeah, we'll charge a lot of money for this brush. It's very profitable. Only nylon. But this is the unicorn hair.
Yes.
Okay, so we need a little story in the background. The original brown horsehair that has been in the catalog for a long time, we've used. Really, the traditional use of horsehair, I think, has been developed along with a floral material because it's very effective to remove the floral films, especially the floral powders. They can be tough, and of course you can do a little scraping, but to take the primary layer down, these natural bristles, the horsehair works really, really well. And this one for sure works perfectly on floral product, but now we're trying to use it without the floral. And my feeling on this brush is that it's not my favorite. I don't love this brush. I've been using it, working with it. I need the 70 mil version, and Davide makes it, but I was very demanding. I said, Davide, I don't like the brush so much. I was making tests with a thermometer because I felt like it was making heat. Do you remember? I was trying to show.
I have pictures on my phone. You measuring the temperature of.
It's impossible because the pressure is different. But the rate of heat development felt too high for me on this, and we're really focused on trying to keep the interface cooler. And so Davide made some inquiries about bristles.
Yes.
And he found a unicorn farm very close by.
It's near here.
Yeah. Asiago unicorns.
Yes.
Of course, it's not unicorns because that would be, there's big, the nature freaks get really crazy about unicorns. The conservation people, they were very upset when I announced unicorns. I got some calls from...
The problem is that the horse bristle is not the same because it's a natural fiber, so it's not nylon, and different horse can have different bristle.
You can see different people can have different
And so I try to select, and this bristle is from a specific horse. So it has a
breed.
Yes.
Not one horse.
No, more than one horse. So it's a selected bristle. it's much more expensive because it's not so popular, but it has different characteristics. So when Zach tested for the first time, told me, okay, we are near what I wanted, but I think we have done a quite good job with this selection.
I'm very excited about this. And of course, the bristle length is the same.
Yes.
But we tried different. This is just what was best.
Yes,
Yeah, we
tried
tested
different 1 millimeter from 1 millimeter.
Yeah.
Every size.
Yeah. And this was the best. And so these, of course, a brush is a brush. There's no such thing as a fluoro-free brush until, of course, fluoro-free means you have no fluoro material in the brush, and that can be important to stay clean. But these brushes were made specifically to work with the fluoro-free product. And of course, they can be good with fluoro wax also, but we're really focusing on reducing the film, maintaining the film, and building layers on purpose to have good solutions. It's critical.
For sure, it's stiffer than the regular horsehair. So it's a different kind of bristle. It's stiffer and it's more flexible.
Yeah.
So it's working. It seems to working for what you were asking.
Yeah. Wow. We're very happy. It's good. I think we talked some about some glide product, but that can wait for later.
Yes. It's something for next year, maybe.
No, already. We had some test product last year that was used in races already and was really good. And we've been talking about expanding the project a little bit.
Yes.
So we have possibly some new stuff. None of the glide work is meant to displace or take away where is it? We have some next product behind us. Doesn't matter. This next line is very well formed and really successful, and we use it all the time in racing.
Here, please.
Yeah. But we're always looking for dimension. No brand can have the best wax in every condition. And when you take a direction and a concept, the wax tends to work in a type of conditions. But sometimes you move to a different venue or a different region, and a different brand is working altogether. And some special products to address conditions that are a little different from the core focus of this line has given us some dimension and some ability to be more flexible. We've already seen that the product produced last year, and the idea was to have a tougher, harder wax for wetter conditions with some black additive and also some clean version. Already it was used in races where the normal next line was not successful, because there will always be those days. So we'll be hopefully working a little more with this concept and testing as well.
When you tell me that someone is having better wax, I'm more than happy to try to find something that can beat them. So it's like when you need it, you find a way to do it.
Okay. I think it's enough.
It's lunchtime?
It must be lunchtime. Does Donna have the
barbecue?
We need to shoot video with Roberto and Donna.
Cooking.
Especially Donna from Chicago.
Okay.
Davide's mother is from Chicago. And she came to Italy when she was only 18 years old, just traveling.
Yes.
And she never left.
No. It's a nice time.
Yeah.
You have to come to visit us.
Yeah. It's really nice. It's a great place. We saw on the bikes yesterday. Maybe I can put the panorama on the video.
Yes, can be nice.
Just a little still shot. I'll see if I can do it.
We don't have any image of you jumping on stone with bike.
With the bike? I didn't jump so much. Next time we'll find some really big jumps.
Yes.
It was good. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ciao, Zach.